How's it going, guys? Welcome back to more Solo Bedwars. So as many of you know, or maybe not many of you, because I haven't really made a video about this yet, but I really don't like school. And I've been thinking recently about why that might be. Why do I just hate school so much more than everyone else? I mean, everybody hates school, but I hate it with a passion. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking there's got to be some kind of backstory as to why I hate school so much. And I think I figured it out. So as we all know, kindergarten's a very important year. Kindergarten's like when you learn to read, you learn to write. It's like the tutorial for all of grade school, right? So the story of my hatred of school begins with when I learned to write. So everybody knows how to write, right? Like you start every letter from the top, and then you do your fancy penmanship, and then you write. I mean, there are some letters that are exceptions, but generally you start your letters from the top. But I was neglected in kindergarten. My teachers decided to pay no mind to me, and I learned to write incorrectly. As I'm editing this, I realized I forgot to even say how I write. I start all of my letters from the bottom. It's a mess. So while we were doing our writing workshops, all the teachers were focused on the other students, and they were like, you know what, Peter, he can just do his own thing. We don't care about him. He'll figure it out himself. Probably because I was already so advanced. So my teachers, they ignored me, and I figured it out on my own. Figured out how to write. I did incorrectly. And oh my, I love side rushing. They never expect it. Oh my god, that guy has 25,000 final kills. I'm scared. Also, it wasn't until second grade. That I learned what a sentence was. So in second grade, that was when we started doing writing assignments. So we were like writing stories, writing little short stories. And it was like 5 sentences per story. So one day I'm writing a short story, and then I go to turn it into my teacher. And my teacher's like, it's not good enough. It's not 5 sentences. And I'm like, okay, I may not have learned to write correctly, but I know I learned to count correctly. So at this time, I just thought a sentence was just a line of words across a page. I didn't know that you had to have periods. So all my sentences up to that point were just like lines of words across the page. But the thing is, I didn't learn that until second grade. I made it like 2.5 years through school without anybody telling me that my sentences were not actually sentences. So these are like the roots of my hatred for school. How did I miss that? Oh my god. I'm screwed. So screwed. I'm so dead. Oh, not you. Not you now. Get out of here. Don't try your block shit. He's gonna kill me. You know what? This might just turn into the AP stat rant video. I've been thinking I've wanted to do a video where I just like complain about AP stat for like 5 to 10 minutes. So this might be that now that I've like set up my backstory as to why I hate school. Actually, now that I think about it, I have an AP stat test in like 30 minutes. I haven't done... Why are you building a bed fence? You don't have a bed. Hello. I haven't done AP stat work in probably like... You know what? Just in case my mom watches this in the future, I'm going to refrain from saying how long it's actually been since I've done AP stat work. AP stat is just a useless class. It's definitely the most annoying class I've ever taken. So before the year began, when we were deciding what classes we were going to take, I was looking into like the different math courses. It was basically, my options were either calculus or statistics. And from what I heard from like everyone, statistics was the easier option. So I was like, okay, I'll go with that. And I didn't actually have to take a math credit because I already had all my math credits, but I was like, you know what? It's an AP class. Like, it's college credit out of the way. It's probably worth taking. Move along. Okay, that was unnecessary. All right. Hello, surprise. No way, no way, no way. You know what? We're playing threes now because variety is good. So the first quarter of AP Stat kind of went as expected. It was a pretty easy class early on. Like, it was just like logic stuff. You didn't even have to like be good at math to be good at stat. Like, I'm pretty confident that most 5th graders could take that class first quarter and do pretty well. I don't have an axe. That sucks. Defend me. Okay, thank you. Why? Why would you just sabotage me like that? He just walked. Why? Why? So the first quarter of AP Stat was fine. The work was easy. It was pretty much living up to expectation. Dude, 3 sucks. We're going back to solos. So first quarter stat was living up to expectations. The work was pretty easy, but what it lacked for in difficulty, it made up for in depth. Yeah, get out of here. Anyways, as we started to get into second and third quarter, things started to get a little more difficult. There were some new formulas and stuff that we had to memorize, and it actually required us to use our brains now. Being a senior, that's not something we really like to do. I wonder if this will work. Oh, that was close. But as the work started to get more difficult, something amazing happened. Our teacher started posting the answer key along with each set of homework problems. So my first thought was like, this is great. I don't have to complain about this class anymore. Things are going to be easy from now on because I'm just going to copy the work, look at it before the test, and everything will be fine. One, however, it would be wrong to think that. Can I get your bed here? Thank you. Thank you. The problem was that since the work was easy and the problem was that there was just a lot of it, the answer key didn't do all that much. So even just copying the answer key would take an hour and a half. For every homework assignment, it took an hour and a half to do it, even if you were just copying the answer key. As the year went on, she only started assigning more homework, so I can't even imagine how much time it would have taken to actually have done the work. So since I was just copying the problems and then looking them over before the test, it became pretty much pointless to do the work because I was just copying it. So I could have just looked over like the actual answer key before the test and been just fine. But the problem was we still had to turn in work. So it began to feel like a real waste of time. I remember there was this one time where we had a test question. This really grinded my gears. So on this test question, our stat teacher, she used her name and she basically said, this stat teacher thinks it takes her students 30 minutes to do their homework every night. I was like, you are the most delusional teacher I have ever had. I think it made a lot of the other students really angry too, because shortly after that, we had this one Google Meet where we basically just complained to, oh, that was nice. We basically just complained to her the entire time about how she's assigning way too much work and we're all too depressed to do it. Yeah, I remember we had one class period where we went like 30 minutes over and all of the students were just complaining to her. And I was like, this is amazing. I just wanted chaos to reign. Will they say hi back? We had a lovely conversation and then remembered we had to kill each other. So we decided to end it with a boxing match at mid. I ventured to the middle island with my newfound friend, built a platform with him, and knocked him off in about 5 seconds. Then, as I was crowned the victor, I looked into the eyes of my friend one last time and threw him to his death. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you made it this far into the video and aren't already subscribed, you should probably do that. Going forwards, I'm thinking I'm going to switch up the content a little bit. I'll still be doing Bed Wars commentaries, but I might throw in some other Minecraft content just to switch it up a bit. But yeah, there's a video on the screen right now. It would make me really happy if you clicked on it.